Have you ever went on YouTube, went on Reddit to search and hunt for the best jump shot on 2K? You copy this guy's jump shot who guarantees they're gonna make every single shot.
Are you sure about that?
But then when you get in a game to test his new broken jump shot, he starts shooting like this guy. And that guy. And you win the game with field goal looking something like this.
3 and 14.
And then in your deep area of sadness and in your deep midst of rage, you think to yourself, why can't I shoot like these other YouTubers? If this sounds like you, trust me, you're not the only one. You and millions of other 2K players suffer from the same problem. So since this was highly requested, I'm gonna give you guys about a few top tips on how to shoot better in 2K. When used correctly, Hot Zone Hunter can be the best badge in 2K. When this badge is used on either Gold or Hall of Fame, it's literally a game changer, guys. But in order for this badge to work most effectively, you got to shoot in your hot zones. But don't take my advice, guys. 2K Labs has proven that when this badge is used on Hall of Fame, it can increase your 3-point percentage by up to 20%. So this badge is crucial when you want to hit that game-winning shot in a close game. In order to find your hot zones, all you gotta do is press start, go to your stats, and then go into roster, and then right click your bumper down, your right bumper down, and then go all the way to the second dot, so the second from last little section there. Press square once so you see your parks. So as you can see here, my park hot zones, they're all red on the top of the key, so I would only shoot in them spots and then avoid shooting in the corners at all costs, really. Hot zones are only reflective upon your last 25 games, so say if I shot badly in the next 5 games, these hot zones may like disappear, or they may go cold. In order to maintain these hot zones or even get the hot zones, I'd only take like shots where I know I'm wide open. But once you've got your hot zones and you've got your Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter, you can start taking more risks if you're shot and taking more contested jump shots. Only if you partner it with other badges, which I'll explain later in the video. The next tip, guys, is to stop changing your jump shot. If you're like me, you probably looked at so many videos that claim to have found the best jump shot on 2K, and you keep on changing it when you have a bad game or two. But in order to shoot better in 2K, you gotta keep the same jump shot every single game, because the more you get used to it, the more you're gonna green. For about 2 months now, I've been using jump shot 38. It's literally never let me down, and I've simply just been ever since I put it on. But when you have a bad game or two, you should never blame the jump shot or the game, just blame yourself. Because if you have all these badges and all these hot zones and you're still missing, there's no one else to blame. The third tip, guys, is to utilize and take advantage of the boost bar. If you play a lot of 2K like me, you've probably racked up quite a lot of VC over the past few weeks or months in this quarantine, so I'd recommend, if you don't know about this already, you should know about this by now if you're, experienced player. The boost bar is the most effective way in making more shots. Most of the time I'll come to the boost bar and it's by the max amount of boost, so I'm just sorted out for the next 100 games or so. Obviously you ain't gonna be that crazy with it, you can just buy like 10 here and there or 20 here and there, but I just prefer this because I have a lot of VC to spend. Literally, guys, when you run out, you can notice it straight away. You start missing way more shots than the game before.
Believe that.
The next step is eventually working towards turning off your jump shot meter. Yeah, it might be a bit intimidating at first, but actually turning off your meter will increase your green percentage from 5 to about 10% depending on your 3-point rating. If you follow my step before about never changing your jump shot, by now, if you give it about a week maybe, you would have learned that jump shot and its cues and stuff, so you'll be much more confident when you actually turn your bar off, because you'll get more used to the jump shot cues and you will know when the exact time is to release the shot. This is better than getting a brand new jump shot and then just turning it off straight away. But if you're really struggling with the bar off, you can just leave it on, because 2K sometimes rewards players who have the bar on as they make more full white releases. But this is pretty inconsistent, so I wouldn't really recommend it if I were you. Now I'm going to go on to the badges that I run on my build. I'm going to show you the badges that I run on my rebounding wing. If you want to see the badge lineup I run for my point guards, just check out my last video, my last build tutorial video, be in the top right hand corner right now, so go click that if you want to watch it. There are so many other tips and tricks that I want to show you, but I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. If you want to know about more tips about shooting, just hit that like button underneath so I know that you guys want to see more. And yeah, let's get on to the badges. Okay, so this is the badge lineup I run on my on my 6'9" rebounding wing. As you can see, I only run bronze catch and shoot on this build because that's all you really need, because it was found that if you have a low 3-point rating, you don't need a very high catch and shoot. Okay, so I run also corner specialist on the silver because I want to get them hot zones in the corner. It's also found by 2K Labs to having it on the silver. It's actually the best badge level to have it on, as it gives you the best boost to your 3-point shot than gold and Hall of Fame. I know that makes no sense at all, but you know, that's what they found, innit? Okay, these 4 badges here, Deadeye, Hot Zone Hunter, Range and Quick Draw, are the most important badges to any build you want to shoot with. You want to be getting your hot zone and range ascender as high as possible off rip. Say if you're a center, I would say go for a higher quick draw, so maybe Hall of Fame. But if you're like a small forward or like a power forward, I'll take it with gold. But if you're a shooting guard or point guard, I'll take it down to silver. But only go down to silver if you're running like a fast jumps like 98 or 38 or something like that, because you can save that 1 extra badge point to go with, you know, Deadeye or something else that's important for point guards, like difficult shots. Anyway, that rounds off this video, I think. I've never spoken for this long in a video, so my mouth is so dry. So I've got to do a 20-mile run so I can go down to the well and hydrate myself. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, in a bit, man.